Happy Saturday. I'm gonna be showing you guys a weekend in my life. Hopefully it's a productive weekend of my life because I have a few deadlines coming up pretty soon, so I need to get some work done. Typically on weekends I try to rest a little bit, so I'm hoping that this will be a balance of rest, recovery, as well as getting stuff done. So if you're new to my channel, my name is Sarah. I'm a PhD student at IU. I study English. Getting my PhD, I also teach, work at the Writing Center. Have a lot of info in my description box. And it would be great if you followed me on social media. I post a lot on Instagram, post quite a bit, especially more recently on TikTok. And feel free to hit that subscribe button. So last night I was feeling pretty anxious, thinking about this weekend. So I just made a little time block schedule on the notes app on my phone at like 2 a.m. because I didn't go to bed till 3 in the morning. That's what happens when you take a nap on Friday afternoons. So I will run through that with you guys to let you know what I'm hoping to get done. So today is Saturday. I blocked off 2 hours for sort of just getting up, having a slow morning. I slept in really late today because like I said, I was up really late last night. It's currently 11:30. I ate some breakfast. I am publishing my video on YouTube that I edited last night. And then in about 30 minutes, I want to start doing some revisions for a draft that is in the process of being published. And then I'll take a little lunch break. I've slotted some more time to continue revising that because I truly have no idea how long it's going to take. It's not just like grammatical edits. It's like I need to like add in a framework to the beginning and stuff like that. So it could take a while. Then I'll eat some dinner and then I will sort of rest. And then tomorrow I'm gonna have a slow morning. I find that I'm most productive if I have a slow morning. And then I'm gonna try and do an easy task first. I'm part of a research group and we had to like obtain a bunch of section numbers of classes and emails of the professors, and I have to insert them into an Excel doc. I also need to grade my students' assignments that they turned in last week. They wrote summaries of a text. I am hoping to propose a class that I can teach next year, so I need to fill out the form for that course proposal, but I think I might need more time for that than I'm slotting here, but that's not due until Thursday, so I will work some more on it next week as well. I want to hang out with my friends and watch a Kansas City football game. They're big Chiefs fans, and so is Megan. Slotted some more time for working on that proposal, and then I always do my lesson planning the night before. So this is the temporary weekend to-do list. I don't always time block. It's not like I'm super, I don't know, a scheduled person. I do like having some type of a rough to-do list always, but I find that the thing with time blocking is that like the act of actually writing everything out is much more useful and productive for me than like actually sticking with that schedule, because it's really just like calming for my anxiety to see, okay, there are enough hours in the day. I can definitely get all of this stuff done. So if, for example, I don't start working on these edits until like an hour from now rather than 30 minutes, that's okay. I just need to know that there's like enough time in the day. So the act of planning everything out and realizing like, oh, I can allot 2 hours to this, I can allot 5 hours to this, really just helps calm my anxiety. Which you couldn't tell, I'm a very anxious person. And school is often a big source of my anxiety. Thought it was 350 because the oven is preheated to 350, and I was gonna say, wow, I'm farther off my schedule than I thought. It's 1:50, I just ate lunch. Megan is over here baking some cinnamon rolls, and I'm super excited for them. I've been asking her to make them forever. They're from Half Baked Harvest book, the Try Cinnamon Rolls. But you know, she doesn't live to serve me as much as I want her. I want to believe that. So instead of getting started on those revisions, I built my nightstand and made a TikTok about a hot girl nightstand. And then I decided maybe I want a second cup of coffee. Let me make this cinnamon dolce syrup. But then I said, oh, that's gonna kill my appetite. Let me eat some lunch instead. So that's where we are. I actually think what I'm gonna do right now is take a shower and see how I feel after that, and maybe try to do some of the tasks that I had marked for tomorrow, like grading or the easier things, before I get into like, oh, that looks...
I'm pretty proud.
She did such a good job. I can't wait till they're done. Yeah, maybe get some of the easier tasks done first. We'll see. Okay, so here is how the room came out with the nightstand. I think it's super cute. I'm a little hesitant because I feel like the rug looks kind of busy with this pattern, but it's like all neutral, so I think that it will grow on me. I got the rug before I put the nightstand together. It was really easy to put together. You really just attach the legs, and I organize my drawers, have some lotions. This is like a pillow mister, Pepto, hair tie, lip mask stuff. My medicine, this is like to restock my medicine. Drawers are still kind of like hard to get open. I need to like wear them out. And then all my journals and my bookmark here. Erin actually gave this to me for Christmas, and I really, really like it. Each day gives you a different prompt for things to think about, to love yourself a little bit more. So I might do that when I get out of the shower, actually. This is my journal for prospectus writing. This is a notebook where I write letters to people and make to-do lists. This is a journal where I write down everything I want to talk about in therapy and everything I've learned from therapy. And then this is a bullet journal that I really tried to get into, and I don't think bullet journaling is for me. Alrighty, it's about 4:30. I have just been working on grading some of my students' analytical summaries. It's taking a lot longer to grade them than I thought, but that's okay because I feel like I've been able to check off some really easy boxes, check my emails, send an email to my chair, who's also my research advisor, and took a break for the cinnamon rolls, and they were incredible, you guys. I can put the recipe, a link to it below. It's from Half Baked Harvest. Everything we make is from her. This one is from her cookbook, but I've also seen it on Pinterest before, so I'm like, it's public free knowledge. I don't feel like I'm breaking any rules there. Anyway, I feel like I am ready to finally open up my writing and make these revisions. It is so hard to go back to writing that you worked on a long time ago, writing that you care about a lot, writing that you just are also like sick of. So I think that's why I've been putting it off. But I know that I'll feel so relieved once it's done, once I send it back into the editors. So that's what I'm gonna do now. And then maybe tonight I'll do a little more grading. Alrighty, it is 6:50. I have been reading and writing and grinding, and I remembered why I was so hesitant to come back to this piece of writing. So I talked about this months ago on my channel, but I want to talk about it again. So the piece that I'm writing for this edited collection started off as a paper for coursework, and in coursework our instructor asks our peers to give us feedback, and the paper that I'm writing relies on personal narrative as a rhetorical strategy to call awareness to these issues that are happening, specifically in the Writing Center, specifically with women's bodies. But like, it's not limited to the Writing Center, it's the world, it's academic institutions, it's literally everything, where women don't feel safe in their bodies. And I cited a statistic about how many women have disclosed experiencing physical violence or sexual assault, not to mention every woman who has simply felt uncomfortable in her body. And the feedback that I got from a peer said only 1 in 3 women have disclosed this. The flip side of that is 2 out of 3 haven't. So basically he gave me 4 paragraphs explaining why it is harmful for me to map these feelings onto women at large, as if he knows what it's like to be a woman, as if he knows what it's like to have experienced sexual assault, physical violation, discomfort in his own body simply because he was born a woman. And so writing this paper and revising it has brought up all of those feelings and all of that anger, and it's truly just rage, not only at him, but how he's serving as a representative for so many white heterosexual Christian men who just don't get it. And I have his feedback in written form because he emailed it to me, and I am currently playing with the idea of quoting it in my conclusion. So we'll see if that stays there. If it was just an exercise to handle my rage, it was also productive. So we'll see if I'm just angry, if this sass is something that needed to get out in the moment, or if it needs to remain there for all of posterity and all of eternity. So yeah, writing is always involved in feelings and involved in my body, or like feelings are always involved in writing and my body is always involved in writing, and it is exhausting. And I think that's why I've been putting this off for so long. But I did a lot of the hard parts of editing this. I basically adjusted the framework, which I thought was going to be the hard part, and now I have another area where I need to like get more specific, and I also have to cut like at least 100 words. So we shall see. But I've been grinding. Two exciting updates. My new Taylor Jenkins Reid book just came in the mail, or I just grabbed the package from the porch. She's my hyperfixation right now. And we ordered pizza. Yum. Megan has to have pizza with ranch. Yeah. Okay, it's 11:20. Have my cup of tea here. Megan and I watched Hitch, ate our pizza, watched some TikTok, just hung out a little bit, and now I'm gonna go to bed. This PJ sets from Amazon, very comfy, feels luxurious, all like silk and satiny. I'm sleeping with moisturizer on my face tonight because I think the winter is just like drying it out. Like I simultaneously have like oily, naturally oily, like oily prone skin, but I'm finding like really dry spots like above my eyelids here, which, and like sometimes on like my cheek, which is strange. So I'm gonna sleep with moisturizer on, and I will check in with you guys tomorrow. Hello, good morning, happy Sunday. I am about to go to Kroger with Megan because there's supposed to be a big snowstorm on Thursday, and she said prepare for this like you would a hurricane. And I said, Megan, if it was a hurricane I would have gone to the store last week and there would be nothing left.
Regrets on saying that.
We're supposed to get up to a foot of snow on Thursday, which is crazy. Anyway, I feel like a slight imposter with this Carhartt beanie on, but the hair's real greasy. I feel a little bit like it's my brand because it's pink, but we're gonna come back home and then I'm hopefully gonna work maybe a little bit more, and then we will watch the football game with our pals. It's already almost 1, so I probably won't work when we come back home. We'll just go watch the football game, and then I think I'm gonna drive separately, so maybe I'll leave at halftime or something and come home and hopefully finish up those edits. I also decided I'm not going to be working on that course proposal until after I meet with my chair on Monday because a lot of reasons, and it just makes sense. And hopefully get some grading done. And this weekend really, it just gets away from you. Hello, it's a lot later now, already after 8 p.m. We went grocery shopping then. We got back, and before I knew it, it was time to leave for the Kansas City Chiefs game at our friend's house. And I dressed up early for Megan, and I was only planning on staying for half the game, but I ended up staying for the whole thing. And I don't have regret, but I'm feeling very stressed because I haven't finished the edits and I still have to lesson plan. So I'm gonna hop in the shower because my hair is incredibly greasy and really needs to be washed. Then I'm gonna work on those edits, hopefully finish those up, lesson plan, and then hopefully be in bed before midnight. So it gives me 4 hours to do everything. It's really hard to balance social life and like life things like grocery shopping and all of that in addition to schoolwork, especially doing it all on the weekends. I got really used to not doing work on the weekends. I gave up on wanting to finish the grade, or gave up wanting to finish grading everything, and that's okay. There was nothing like needing me to have it back by tomorrow. It was just like a personal goal. Anyway, time to shower. Okay, little update. Clearly took a shower and I'm just chilling in my robe. I made some peppermint tea and I powered through the rest of these edits and I got them submitted before 10 o'clock. It's 9:52. The hardest part was like the word count. I had to go in and just like really look at every little word. That's one of the hardest parts of writing, and that's something that I get asked as like a writing tutor a lot. Like really strategies for cutting, and when the word count for this was only 1,500 words, like I said, it's really short. So this wasn't a matter of like taking whole sections and cutting them. It was a matter of like really going like word by word. And there were times when I said like, oh, she pointed out, and I was like, no, she acknowledged, because that reduces like 2 words into 1. Just little things like that. So it can be really painstaking. It's also like really frustrating because it could just change like the beauty of your writing, and that always sucks a little bit. But I'm happy that I got that done. I feel very, very relieved. It'll probably go through another round of edits, and now I'm gonna lesson plan, and with whatever time and energy I have left, I'm gonna finish up grading at least for one of my sections, because I know that I will feel good tomorrow having that done. And tomorrow I'm meeting with the chair of my dissertation, my advisor, and I have a lot to update him about, including my research interests and questions about teaching opportunities and stuff like that. So I always get like really nervous for meeting with him when I haven't met with him in a while. So I might take some CBD before I go to bed tonight, honestly. It's a little before 11 p.m. I planned out my week. I always like to do this on Sunday nights. I just make little like sort of boxes for everything, and then just put little check marks next to it when I've completed it. And just like being able to open this up at the beginning of a week or like each day really helps me. I do have some stuff in like my iCalendar and stuff like that, but I always go back to like having a handwritten version of it. Something else that I also like to do on Sundays is to plan out the meals for the week and then the actual grocery list underneath that. I didn't show you guys a grocery haul because I feel like I've included them in the past like 5 vlogs, but let me know if you like those. This week we're going to do veggie burgers, crunch wraps, more like Mediterranean chickpea couscous bowls, and then cauliflower tacos. And by planning that all out, it's super helpful so we don't like get to dinner time and feel like, oh, what are we gonna eat this week? And it really makes it so we don't waste food. And dinner is like as stress-free as possible. Another thing that I always do on Sunday nights, and really any night before I teach, is I lay out my outfit, because that's one less thing to sort of stress about in the morning. I'm just gonna wear this black sweater and this skirt, which I've never worn before, tag's still on. I think it's cute, it has a little tie, and some tights of course, and my shoes there. And I always make sure my water bottle is full of water for when I wake up in the morning. Took my nightly medicine, which is in the drawer there. And I've really been into reading before bed. I especially like reading on my iPad because I don't have to have any type of like harsh light on or anything like that. So the book that I'm currently reading, called My Dark Vanessa, it is very dark. Sorry if I have like a lisp right now. My Invisalign retainers are in. But I wouldn't recommend this book if you are not looking for something serious. This is definitely different. Most of the books I read are pretty like light, but this is about a 15-year-old girl who's she is being groomed by one of her older male teachers, but it dives into like really good questions of like consent and power and gender. I'm only 100 pages in, but it's really good so far. There's also some like jumping back and forth between time, and in the beginning of the book she said that or like the acknowledgement / dedication, she said, I'm writing this book because of my really confusing feelings with books like Lolita and a lot of things that are just happening in the news right now. And it's very interesting. A little heavy before bed. And the chapters are a little bit long, which I'm a big fan of books with short chapters before bed. But I'm gonna keep powering through for sure. And that probably concludes the vlog, because this was just sort of a weekend in my life. Sorry that I didn't vlog a whole lot today, and I really only vlogged tonight. I was seriously just at my friend's house like all afternoon watching the game and just hanging out. But let me know what other ideas for videos you guys have. And leave a comment if this was enjoyable for you, give it a thumbs up, be sure to subscribe if you're not subscribed already, turn on post notifications. Apparently that's something I'm supposed to tell you guys to help like boost my algorithm or something like that. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.